Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a Tekken 7 themed episode of Arcade Run. We're going to be playing with the first DLC character of Tekken 7.
Eliza.
She's an original Tekken character. She was unlockable in Tekken Revolution, and she's very different in this game. Very similar to Akuma in the sense that she has a super meter, which allows her to shoot a projectile. But unlike Akuma, that shoots a straight fireball, it is far more similar to a Reppuken from the King of Fighters series. We're going to be playing through her story mode and her arcade mode, so get ready for the next battle. Okay, just to summarize what's been going on, she's been asleep for 1,000 years, she is just awoken hungry, remembers that there is a group of exorcists that used to plague her, and now she is looking for their descendants to snack on. I'm gonna skip the loading thing and get straight to the battle.
Time for breakfast.
Round one.
There we go.
Dark way.
First projectile. Oh!
Dark way.
I'm not gonna do anything too fancy in the story mode since we're going to be having so much to be able to show off during the arcade mode. But yeah. Honestly, I was thinking about this a bit. I don't know how to say her name properly. I keep saying Eliza, and I keep hearing Eliza, so I'm just going to keep calling her the alternative names that are on the Tekken wiki, and one of them is Sexy Vampire. So I guess that's what I'll call her.
You call yourself an exorcist?
Oh my god, she's so amazing.
I'm beat. Gotta get home.
I know it's a very generic
Enfin trouvé. Tu étais emprisonné sous la propriété de Rochefort. Je suis ta sœur. Caesar? Yeah, right. I was born 1,000 years and 4 months ago. You're about a millennium too young to be... Hey! Like I was saying, I slept a few centuries beneath your estate and... Réveille-toi! Ne t'avise pas de t'endormir en ma présence. You just don't shut up, do you? As I was saying, the Rochefort family and I...
Oh, I love this so much.
Tu devrais boire moins de sang et plus de café.
Get ready for the next battle.
We're now playing the arcade mode. I know I didn't speak much during the story thing, but there's really nothing to say. It's kind of just whatever. Ultimately, the things I do want to say about that specifically is that I love the way that the sexy vampire lady talks. I think the accent is perfect. It's way better than Morgan's. I have to make that comparison because it's very true. If anybody's played Marvel vs. Capcom 3, Morgan has this like Irish voice that is just really weird and thick. And I understand that this is like stereotype vampire whatever, but it works. It definitely does. Ooh, I love doing that hit thing. But yeah, I like this is I believe one of the costumes you can actually get if you pre-order the DLC. I think if you even buy her, you will get this costume almost immediately. But yeah, it's her sexy vampire bikini. Oh, I love those throws. By the way, she is a very throw-heavy kind of character. Oh, couldn't get me. So don't. That's one of the most interesting things about this game is that throws are insane. Throws can deal out some heavy damage, and Eliza or sexy vampire lady, when she throws, she regains health. So you're already, you're gonna be damaged, and now your opponent will have, more health, and that's insane. I think that's That's crazy that they gave her that. And then on top of everything else, she is a very low projectile character, so you have to be careful. You can play range with her, you can play zoning. On top of everything else, I do want to say one thing though. I'm really tired of people complaining about projectiles in Tekken now. Like Kuma and her, like people say that it's bullshit and that it, you know, it sucks. And honestly, to a degree, I have to say, you're lucky. You're lucky that you're tackling these characters in a 3D space, because it's so easy to it's easy to sidestep, it's easy to avoid in a lot of situations, especially when you're fighting against characters that only have that have a startup to it as well. Like, I think if you see the animation of her starting up her projectile, you can really damage. You can really put some punishment into effect. And consider the idea that consider the fact that you're dealing with it in a 3D space, like I said. And then if you take that into 2D, you're screwed. If you hate zoning here in Tekken 7, where it's easy to dodge, imagine how you're gonna feel if you play Street Fighter 4, or if you play any King of Fighter game. That is some real bullshit. This is easy. I know I just talked about nothing in that last match, but man, I love playing her. We got so much to talk about when it comes to her. I like Tekken. It is a 4-button kind of custom game, and really overall, the best thing you can do, I think the greatest thing you can do when it comes to this game, is pick out a character and just experiment. Just do all sorts of things, because you will find all kinds of interesting things. Like, the move list for each character is insanely large, so there is a lot you can do. And yeah, like, ooh, King just fucking knocked me into the air. But yeah, there's so much you can do, and so much that you can like put into effect. Oh! The first match, I'm actually having trouble. Oh! Oh, was too late. Now I'm just getting my ass kicked here. There we go. Boom. But yeah, that's what I love about this game, is that it's just so many new things that you can put into effect, and so many things you don't even know are possible. Sometimes I will be playing and randomly string together two things that I didn't think could be put together fairly well, and it just comes out in a great mesh of combinations. And I think that's the best thing about this game, is that if you just find a decent combination of things, you can really put together something great. Ooh, I love her rage art. Look at that.
Let the darkness consume.
Beautiful finish.
I could use a drink.
But yeah, oh! Sub-boss. Heihachi. By the way, I do want to stress, because I'm probably going to be playing more arcade modes, I love the way that Tekken 7 handles its arcade mode. I think this, specifically showing off sub-bosses and bosses altogether, is amazingly well done. I think this looks amazing altogether. And I wish that Street Fighter did the same thing. I wish that a lot of fighting games take a lot of notes from Tekken 7, because Tekken 7 right now is, in my opinion, the best fighting game right now that's out there. I would almost say it's the best modern fighting game as of right now. And I know many people are probably say like, oh, what about Street Fighter? What about Injustice? And to be honest, this is just so much more. Like, there's just so much going into this. So much customization, so many interesting characters already, you know, at launch. And I think there's just so much more that it can provide. Heihachi's an asshole in this game. I'm having Tekken 3 memories right now. Ooh. I'm not gonna lose. Oh no! I might lose. Can I come back? Can I come back? Can I rage art? Yes! Woo! Have not died yet. I'm actually quite surprised by that. Oh, stylish.
You win.
One thing I will, another thing I want to say, I really like the fact that she is a very different kind of character. Oh shit! I was about to say she's a very different take on a projectile character than Akuma. Akuma is very Street Fighter oriented, and she seems like her own sort of deal. But it's interesting because you can consider her a template for a lot of other fighting games as well. Specifically King of Fighters, and just recently Geese Howard has just been announced, and I was just thinking in my head, like, holy shit, they already have somebody who basically does a Reppuken in the game as a template. Like, it just works. And I think when you consider that, there are a lot of characters that can be considered a template of other fighting games as well. Can your super meter beat my super meter? There has never been so much bullshit on screen since these two characters have entered into this battle. Can your project... Oh! Let's do this! Woo. Oh wow, he's really getting into me. He's got me in a wall. I gotta get out. I gotta get out. Ooh, I'm sorry, Akuma. I love Akuma. I love playing as Akuma. These are my two main characters, by the way, on the screen right now. I play both of these characters very often. Oh, I love the music on this stage. It's fantastic. Yeah. Don't be afraid to use a throw game when it comes to Eliza. Oh! Ooh! Oh! All I did was flick my finger. Oh, this was so much fun. I love playing as this character. It's always so much fun. But yeah, this was basically the character spotlight for Sexy Vampire Lady. I hope to do more in the future. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. This was Arcade Run. See you in the next episode.